Welcome back to our video series on Pixel Tactics Deluxe. I'm the Cartridge Snacker, and let's go ahead and quick start your game. This is Pixel Tactics Deluxe, the walkthrough. This walkthrough begins right after the setup phase. I, the one with the black gloves, will be playing the blue player. My opponent, my trustworthy cameraman, in the white gloves, will be the red player, in which I will refer to as red. We begin by drawing 5 cards, then we secretly select a leader. The leader I've chosen is Lizaveta Trernay the Ranger. She has an attack of 5, 18 life, and can use range attacks, and a special action in which she can give range attacks to any of my heroes. Red chooses Fiona Larone the GJ. She has an attack of 1, 19 life, and a special ability that gives her Vanguard heroes a +2 attack, and her heroes can attack on the same turn they are recruited. By random determination, I get to go first. Since this is the first round, it's in a ceasefire. Players cannot attack, and a few actions are prohibited just in this first round. With me being the first player, I recruit Twin Blades and then Reflector onto my Vanguard row. My 2 actions are done, so Red goes and he chooses to recruit both the Warrior and the Blood Mage. The Warrior has Intercept, so range attacks for this column must be directed to the Warrior first. In the second wave, I draw 1 card and I recruit Electromancer next to my leader. Then Red draws 2 cards. In the third wave, I place a trap card in my reserve slot and I recruit the Machinist behind the leader in the rear slot. Red recruits Lancer and also places a trap. With a new round, the ceasefire expires and turn orders are changed. I will now act as second player and Red will act first. Red attacks with Blood Mage to Reflector. Both of these heroes are in melee, which are any heroes or leaders that are on the forefront of the unit. The Blood Mage has a strength of 1 plus 2 more thanks to the leader's effect, which makes it 3 attack strength for the attack. My Reflector takes 3 damage, but since it's in Vanguard, its Vanguard ability reads, when this hero is damaged by an attack, apply the same amount to the attacker. In this case, the Blood Mage receives 3 damage from the counter attack. On Red's second action, the Warrior also attacks the Reflector. It deals 7 damage thanks to the leader's bonus and a bonus from the Vanguard ability itself. However, the Warrior receives 7 damage because of the Reflector's ability. The Reflector now has enough damage to fall and become a corpse at the end of the wave. The Reflector now has 10 damage, but as a free action, I play the Cook Trap card. This removes 6 damage from the hero, which saves it from dying. For my first action, I draw a card and then I attack with Twin Blades to Warrior. It deals 3 damage to it and brings its damage to 10, more than enough to kill the Warrior. Before we go to the next round, let's check our units. Since there's more than enough damage for the Warrior, it falls and flips, becoming a corpse. Red places a trap and then draws a card. Then I use the Electromancer to directly attack Red's leader, which makes it 4 damage. Then for my second action, I use the leader to attack the Blood Mage, dealing it 5 damage, putting its life point total down to 0. The Blood Mage falls and we move to the third wave. Red now activates his trap card Spiker, which doesn't need a prerequisite. It deals 1 damage to all my heroes. This was the free action, and so Red clears a corpse and then activates the Lancer's spell. It reads, Spell. Defeat a hero in melee with damage on it. Red chooses Twin Blades. It is defeated and turns into a corpse. I use the Machinist and make a range attack at Red's leader for 4 damage. Then I use my second action to draw. I go first this round and I move my Reflector to the rear. Then I recruit the White Mage, which has Intercept. Red recruits the Machinist, which has a special ability on the Vanguard that allows it to attack as it becomes recruited. So, it attacks the White Mage for 4 attack strength plus the leader's +2 attack strength bonus for a total of 6 damage. Then Red recruits his Defender, which has Intercept. While I can't make a ranged attack directly to Red's leader, I instead make an attack at the Defender. First I use the Electromancer, dealing it 4 damage, and then my leader, which deals an additional 5 damage. The defender will fall at the end of this turn. On Red's turn, he plays the Tinkerer as an order to draw 3 cards. Then he recruits Twin Blades. At the end of the turn, the defender falls. With the defender gone, I attack Red's leader directly with the machinist's range attack, dealing 4 damage. This brings the leader's life points to 7. Then I draw a card. Red now casts a spell with his Lancer, automatically defeating my Electromancer. Then he places a trap down. It's round 4 and it's Red's turn to go first. He moves Twin Blade to the flank row. Then he uses Machinist to attack White Mage for 6 attack strength, bringing up its total damage to 12. Since there aren't any heroes in the way of attacking Red's leader, I'll take that as an opportunity to attack with my White Mage. Well, it looks like Red activates a trap. The Titan trap reads, when your leader would be melee attacked, negate the attack, then draw 2 cards. I lose my attack and Red gets to draw 2 cards. Then I play the Negotiator as an order which moves a rival's hero to any empty slot in the rival's unit. But Red activates a second trap, the Silencer, and that cancels my order. In wave 2, Red begins with Twin Blade attacking my Reflector in the rear. However, since my Reflector is now in the rear rank, it no longer has the Reflect damage ability. 3 damage is dealt and the damage total becomes 8, enough to kill it. Then Red places another trap. I attack Red's Lancer with my leader. This is enough damage to make it fall. I use the Clear Corpse action, but then Red responds by activating the Hunter trap. When a player uses the Clear Corpse action, cancel it and the player discards a card at random. Now I have no more cards. Red draws a card and then places another trap. I attack with Machinist with a range attack to Red's Twin Blade, but Red activates another trap card. The Reflector trap reads, when a hero attacks, cancel that attack and do damage to that hero equal to its attack strength. My Machinist deals itself 4 damage, and then I draw a card. Before moving on, let's take a moment to check things how they are. On my side, my leader still has 18 life points. Unfortunately, slots in my left column are filled with corpses. On Red's side, his leader has taken 12 damage, although it appears that Red may have the upper hand with more heroes ready to attack on his side. I'm going first this round. I clear a corpse and then I recruit Lancer. On Red's turn, he attacks my Lancer with his Machinist. With 6 damage on it, it's enough to kill it, and Red clears a corpse in front of his leader. The Lancer falls, flips, and we move on to the flank wave. I attack Twin Blade with my leader, which is enough to kill it. Then I draw a card. Red attacks with the dying Twin Blade to my leader, dealing it 3 damage. He then recruits Electromancer to his flank. And at the end of the turn, Twin Blade falls. On my turn, I clear a corpse and move the Machinist to the front. Red draws a card and plays Ranger as an order. The Ranger deals 4 damage to my Machinist and then 2 to any adjacent hero leaders. In this case, my leader receives 2 damage. My leader now has 13 life points remaining. Red goes first and recruits White Mage, then attacks my leader with his Machinist. That brings my leader's life points to 7. I clear a corpse, then I recruit the Titan, which has Intercept and the Vanguard ability. Apply 1 damage to this hero at the start of your turns. Red moves his Machinist to the rear and then attacks my Titan with a Electromancer, dealing it 4 damage. It is my turn, but first my Titan deals itself 1 damage, and so I draw a card, then I recruit the Hunter. Red draws and makes an range attack with his Machinist at my Titan, dealing it 4 damage. Now my Titan has 9 damage, enough to kill it. The Titan deals itself 1 damage, bringing its total damage to 10. Then I use the long action Switch, which takes up my whole turn. My Titan falls and we move to the next round, starting with me. First, I draw a card, then I play the Defender as an order. It reads, all your Vanguard heroes gain Intercept. My Hunter now has Intercept. Red plays a Negotiator card as an order. Its order ability reads, move a rival hero to any empty slot in the rival's unit. Red selects my Hunter and chooses an empty slot behind my leader for it to move to. Then his White Mage attacks my leader for 5, taking its life points down to 2. I move back my hero to the Vanguard row and draw a card. Red draws and then attacks my Hunter with his Electromancer. I draw a card, then I place a trap. Red clears a corpse and attacks my hunter with his machinist, taking its total damage to 8. My hunter falls and the turn ends. It's the 8th round, and Red deals a final blow to my leader with his white mage. 5 damage takes my leader's life points to -3. However, the turn is not done and I may have another chance to do something. And for good measure, Red recruits the occultists. Now it's my turn, I draw a card, and then I pass. And so, Red is the winner of this match. Well, I did make a few mistakes. At least they were consistent mistakes. There were 2 instances where I did not use the trap cards correctly. That is I, the one who wrote the script. Let's go back to round 4. Both in the flank wave and the rear wave turns, Red places down a trap. Then, on the second player's turn, activates it. The mistake was activating the trap card on the turn it was set. So the correct way is to wait after the current wave is over. Then Red could have activated those traps. Either way, I think Red would have won anyway. Maybe. And with that concludes the walkthrough for Pixel Tactics Deluxe. In our future videos, we'll focus on other variants found in the deluxe version of this game. For more information about this game and other products from Level 99 Games, please visit them at level99games.com. The Cardboard Stacker would like to thank Level 99 Games for sending a review copy of Pixel Tactics Deluxe. For more videos like these and many others, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, support us on Patreon, vote for us on Board Game Leaks, and take a moment to hit that like button. We really appreciate you doing so. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep on stacking games.